Hey there, Jed Coburn here with the Exercise Physiology Show. This is episode 32, and just to let you know who I am real quick, I am an exercise physiologist. I am a former fat kid, former fat adult. I was reaching not exactly in my adulthood some pretty unhealthy weights, but as a child I was had some pretty unhealthy weights. Know what it is to feel like you just don't fit in and belong, and you're just unhealthy and feel like crap. So that's a quick recap of 30 years of my life, right? Decided to take it over about a year ago. Just before my 30th birthday, I just hit something in my head clicked, went, okay, get healthy and stay that way. And I figured out how, right? And I just continue to do that. So then I thought, well, now I can spread the joy even further, okay? Because of the internet. And then I figured that the internet has a boatload of crap in it. There's just so much, everybody's just trying to make a quick buck, and everybody's giving out some information, some untested theories, some this and that and the other thing, and that's where I come along. I'm just basically one big filter. So yeah, I find articles every now and again. People ask me questions, I bring it here. I don't really sell a lot. I sell some products, but that's neither here nor there. If you want to know what those are, let me know. But today's topic, just a few different topics actually. Kathy Gardner, a really good friend of mine, she had asked, what is gluten, right? Well, gluten is basically, proteins, two different chemical bonds of proteins that make up that elastic feel or consistency in wheat and dough, okay? Anybody with Crohn's disease, it kind of gives you that really icky, really nasty, feeling into your gut. And it can, some people are gluten intolerant, some people are gluten, they're allergic to gluten, some people, just choose not to eat gluten, because there are some studies out there that it affects the brain stem and that, and I'm not here to say that you should go gluten-free, but anybody basically with celiac disease definitely should be gluten-free, and there's cross-contaminations of gluten, and if you say it's gluten-free and you just had a piece of bread that had gluten on it, and you set that down on the same surface, that's cross-contamination. And anybody with celiac disease, they're gonna feel that, they're gonna not feel very good. But anybody who doesn't have the gluten intolerance or allergy or something like that, it's not as a big deal. Some would argue that it is a big deal. You should just go gluten-free all the way. It just depends. That's your preference. But thanks, Kathy, for that question. It's an important one. You got to know what gluten is and what it does for you and what it doesn't do for you. But yeah, I guess the other topic that I would like to bring up is the fact that in the last 2 weeks, I just want to bring this to the table, bring it here, okay? Bring it to this world. Is the fact that I do all of this, right, for you, and I care, right? I truly do care. And it's really funny because yesterday on my newsletter, there's a steering wheel, because that's what I do in the car. I only take one take, right? I don't hit record, oh man, I gotta edit this, just because I think it's raw and real, and I think that's what I bring to the table. But I've gotten 2 complaints on my newsletter in the last 2 weeks, and before all of the last year of what I've learned about myself, that would have really derailed me, okay? That would have really done that. I would have went, why? I gotta figure out who that is, and how come they are complaining, and how come they're unsubscribing on my newsletter, and oh man, I really care, and the whole point of this is I don't care all that much that you're complaining, that a person hit complain. I don't care if you unsubscribe, because that is okay. It really is okay with me. I am not fit for everybody. Everybody's not gonna love me. Everybody's not gonna love how I teach and how I motivate. I don't really motivate, I inspire, because motivation starts right here. But that's what it is. I think that, I've really come to know the true me within the last year, and not everybody's gonna love me. Not everybody's gonna like who I am, what I do, all that fun stuff. It comes down to just knowing the fact that those who are with me are meant to be, in my circle of network, right? You're in the network, and I really appreciate that. So getting a little deep here, right, with this episode, but it really does. It comes down to if you're hanging with me, I appreciate it, and if you're not, I don't get rattled anymore, because you'll find somebody. I hope that you do. I hope you find a coach, a mentor, anybody who that you think can help you be a better you. Because some people don't like my style, and I'm good with that. I really am. Some people don't like the IYF approach, the in-your-face approach, the quit complaining to me because it's not my fault you're not following, some very simple actions. And to me, those may be simple, and to you, those may not be simple, but communication is key when it comes to that. If you think that there's something that you cannot do, all you gotta do is let me know. Communication is key when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to partnership, when it comes to relationship. Okay? So, yeah, I would have been rattled a year ago. I would have been like, holy moly, why is this person complaining? Or why do I have people keep unsubscribing to my newsletter? I'm okay with it. I really am. Because I'm not for them. I hope and pray that they do find somebody. So communication. The other thing, right? I'm just cranking through some stuff today. I like it. We're doing great. I love conflict also. Okay. Conflict is the sign of growth. Conflict is the sign of growth. Now, why is that? Well, because if you can get through the conflict and still be, if you want to say partners, if you want to still be together, if you're still willing to be, in the same place, whether you're physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, be in the same place. If you can get past that after this conflict, boom, good. Keep going with it. Because that's important. Conflict is important. If you don't have conflict, that means you're probably not growing. It means you're probably just staying stagnant, probably staying right there, right? It's okay for a while, but you have to grow either together, closer together, or you're going to grow apart after a while. So relationships, right? Conflict is great. For people out there to say you never have conflict, you're probably in a false relationship. And, that's a pretty bold statement, but it is. It's true. If you're like, oh, I never fight, or we never fight, well, something wrong then. You need conflict. You need something to go wrong so you can work through it, get closer together, right? Really grow closer together and move on. Or you don't. Okay, that's as simple as that. Or you don't, and you part ways. But at least then you don't have to spend any more energy trying to make that work. Because if you're wasting a lot of energy on something that is a one-way relationship, like I talked about before, then you gotta audit that. You have to, check in with it and say, okay, is this for me? Is this relationship for me? I guess why, right? That's why when a person hits unsubscribe on my newsletter, I'm good with it, because I'm probably not for them. That's okay. But for those who are for me, right, and I'm for them, man, making a strong network, making a strong connection here. It's awesome. Whether you're physically with me, here, mentally, everything. We got to figure it out, because you just keep going. And if there's conflict, it's probably because you took something the wrong way, or I took something the wrong way. That's usually what it is. Like, if you don't call them haters, right? Because there's haters out there. There are haters. People are gonna hate on me. I'm okay with it, and I would love to to figure out what's going on. But if they don't want to come back and say, hey, yeah, I was kind of hating on you for my own personal reasons, then that's all right. That's on them, because I don't worry about it that much. So there it is. I don't want to go too much more, because I only hang here for about 10 minutes, because we don't have enough time in life to waste time just watching videos and making videos and all that fun stuff. We got our own stuff to do in life. But that's what it is. The Exercise Physiology Show. Like, comment, and share if you feel like, this was a good show. My Facebook page, if you're watching from here, right, I would love for this page to be a verified page by January 2016. And how we do that is if you like, comment, and share many times, right? That's what Facebook does. And I think I'm gonna do a whole show on like how Facebook acts, because it's really funny to me that Facebook is just like the human brain. And I'll get to that at a later date, maybe, if people are looking for that. All right, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn. Have a great day. Bye for now.